What is up guys, Jarv here, back today on Planet Destiny. Now in our video today we're taking a look at all the best hand cannons in Season of the Chosen. This season has spoiled us with hand cannons. In fact we have 4 brand new ones, some of which were reissued this season. So in this video today we're going to take a closer look at them and see which ones you should be chasing. Now if you enjoyed the video be sure to leave a rating down below, that super helps us out here on the channel. And if you're new here and want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, be sure to hit subscribe as well. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. Now, upon the launch of Season of the Chosen, we started getting our hands on some brand new sweet loot, and part of that are some incredible new hand cannons. Some of these will be familiar to some of us, and some of them will be entirely new. Now, as well as the introduction of some brand new hand cannons, we had a streamline of the archetypes within the hand cannon archetype. So the 150 hand cannon is now occupied solely by the Sunshot hand cannon, with every other hand cannon in the game taking up either the 120, 140, or 180 rounds per minute. Now this season has seen the introduction of 4 brand new hand cannons. Some of these, like I said, will be familiar to you. Now all of these do sit in the energy slot, which in hindsight is a very interesting choice as it does give us limited loadout options moving forward. But with that all being said, let's take a look at these 4 pieces of weaponry and discuss the sort of roles that you should be chasing as part of these weapons. And the first one we're going to take a look at is an absolute fan favourite, and it's called the Palindrome. This is a legendary energy hand cannon of void element. Now this one is an adaptive frame, so it has a well-rounded grip, is reliable and sturdy, and this one fires at 140 rounds per minute. Palindrome was an absolute beast back in Destiny 1, and that is still the case inside Destiny 2. It has some pretty interesting and unique perk options available to it. Now if you don't have a Palindrome, this is a Nightfall exclusive weapon. Now the weapon available via the Nightfall each week does rotate, so be sure to stay stuck to the channel. We'll keep you posted as soon as it's available. So that's what the Palindrome is and where you can get it, but what sort of roles should we be looking for? Well, if you're looking for a PvP role, naturally high caliber rounds and ricochet rounds are both available options in the magazine section. If you're looking for PvE though, then extended magazine or appended magazine are your preferred options here. Now in the middle column it has some pretty interesting choices. It has things like overflow, where picking up a special or heavy ammo brick reloads the weapon beyond its normal capacity. That's a very good one for PvE, as is Outlaw, where precision kills greatly decrease your reload time, and a brand new perk called Bottomless Grief. And this is where while you're the last living member on your fire team, each takedown will refill your magazine. So if you think of Celerity for any Trials weapon, it's basically the same perk except for PvE. But if you're looking for PvP perks, then you have the choice of either Quick Draw or Killing Wind in the middle column. Now in the final column, for PvP at least, Rangefinder is definitely the standout choice here, and this is where aiming with this weapon will increase its effective range and zoom magnification. But once again, if you're looking for the PvE role, then you are spoilt for choice. You have a choice between All for One, where hitting 3 separate targets will increase your damage for a moderate duration, or Rampage, where kills with the weapon will temporarily grant increased damage, and this will stack up to 3 times. So as you can see, there are some great perk options available on the Palindrome, making it an absolutely formidable weapon in both the Crucible and PvE content. Next up we have the Waking Vigil. This is again a legendary energy hand cannon. This one though is of arc element, and much like the Palindrome, this is also 140 rounds per minute. Now if you don't have a Waking Vigil, you can re-earn this through the Dreaming City, whether that be part of the Shattered Throne, the Blind Well, or some of the bounties available from Petra Vinge in the Dreaming City. Now much like the Palindrome, this does have some similar perk options available to it, once again with ricochet rounds and high caliber rounds being the preferred option in the magazine choice. If you're looking for the PvE role, once again appended mag is definitely the standout choice there. Now in the middle column we are spoilt for choice here. You have things like Rapid Hit and Outlaw, which are excellent reload perks. But if you're looking for those PvP choices, then things like Slide Shot is available, which partially reloads the weapon's magazine and temporarily boosts range and stability. In the middle column, interestingly enough, Rangefinder is here as well, which increases your effective range and zoom magnification. And in the final column, once again, we have some great options too. If you're looking for the PvE option, then Dragonfly, Vorpal Weapon, or even Kill Clip are available. If you can get a Rapid Hit, Kill Clip, Waking Vigil, this will make it a very strong weapon for PvE. If you're looking for the PvP perk though, then Opening Shot is available, alongside snapshot sights. Now, opening shot improves your accuracy and range on the opening shot of attack, which is excellent on hand cannons, and snapshot sights provides faster time to aim down sights, making the weapon extremely snappy indeed. Now, much like the Palindrome, this is 140 rounds per minute too, so whilst it has slightly different perks available to it, both of these weapons are excellent if you can get the right perks on it for both PvE and PvP. So if you haven't been able to get a new Waking Vigil, I highly recommend that you jump into the Dreaming City and farm out a brand new one. Now, next up is our first 120 rounds per minute hand cannon, and this is called the Bottom Dollar. This again is an energy hand cannon. This one is a void element too. Now, if you don't have a Bottom Dollar, you can obtain this through the Gambit playlist. It can also drop as rank up packages over at the Drifter in the Tower too. Now, Bungie have been made aware that the drop rates for this are extremely low, and that feedback has been passed on to the team. So hopefully, if you haven't been able to get your hands on a Bottom Dollar just yet, hopefully those drop rates will be improved in the near future. Now, as well as having extremely low drop rates, this has one of the largest perk pools on any hand cannon we're covering in this video today. So unlike the Palindrome and Waking Vigil, which have 5 and 6 perks available in each column, this weapon has 12, so it has double the perk options available to it. So not only is it a hard weapon to get, it will be an even harder weapon to get a good roll on. With that being said though, we can still pick out the best perks and rolls available on this weapon. If you're looking for the PvP choice, then in the magazine you'll be looking for accurized rounds or steady rounds, and then for PvE you have a few choices. Things like appended mag, tactical mag, and even extended mag are all available options. Now, the standout PvP role would be something like Killing Wind and Rangefinder in the middle column, the Eye of the Storm or Opening Shot in the final column. But if you're looking for the absolute god role for PvE, in your sport for choice you have either Rapid Hit or Outlaw to improve your reload speed, but also 4th times the charm, which is excellent for creating additional damage output. And then in the final column your choices are Wellspring, Multi-Kill Clip, and even Rampage, and these are all excellent options for PvE. So whilst there are some great choices available in these perk columns are very extensive. So if you have been able to get one of the roles that we've mentioned so far in this video on the Bottom Dollar, then you've been a very lucky Guardian indeed. And this brings us nicely onto the final weapon in our video today, and this is the Igneous Hammer. This again is an energy hand cannon. This one though is of solar element. Now, much like the Bottom Dollar, this is 120 rounds per minute. Now, if you don't have this one, this is only obtainable through Trials of Osiris. It was available this weekend as part of the Flawless Reward. So not only could you get the normal version, the ADEPT version was also available too. Now, unlike the Bottom Dollar though, this has a much smaller perk choice available to it, similar to that of the Palindrome and Waking Vigil, which whilst it's a hard weapon to get, does mean you're more likely to get a good roll on it. And once again, in terms of perk options and god rolls here, for PvE, Extended Mag and Appended Mag are your preferred choices, and once again high caliber rounds or ricochet rounds if you're looking for the PvP role. Now, in terms of perk options, we have some fantastic choices here. Rapid Hit and Outlaw are once again available, as is Subsistence, and this is where kills partially reload the magazine from reserves, but your reserves capacity is reduced. If you want PvP choices though, then Quick Draw and Killing Wind are both available in the middle column, and in the final column for PvP you have Snapshot Sights and even Moving Target as a potential choice. But once again, All for One is available, as is Rampage. So as we can see, there are some excellent perk choices available on this weapon, and whilst it might be slightly harder to obtain out of the 120 RPM hand cannons, if you do get one to drop, fingers crossed you are more likely to get a better roll. So there we have it, a good look at all 4 brand new hand cannons available this season. So if you haven't got your hands on a good one just yet, be sure to take the time to farm one out. Now, if you have enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a rating down below. That super helps us out here on the channel. And if you're new here, I want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to jump back into the game as always, guys, but I will catch you all again very soon.